This meeting is going to be short. Welcome to the breakout room. I think this is number 14. There's nothing in the agenda. Just there hasn't been any progress on the EIP because, well, essentially because we're waiting to have at least two teams to start like contrasting what the mistakes we have in Prism with any other team. I promised that I was gonna add on the consensus spec the changes that Francesco brought into for choice. I haven't done this yet. I got sidetracked by something else, but I promise I'll do this soon. So that's on my agenda. I need to like just add this simplification on for choice to the CL spec. Besides that, we've had already agreed on what would be the minimum changes for interop. I think Prism already has this, except this problem that that Itan actually mentioned. I think we still have that bug. If there's any missing block with withdrawals, I think so where the block comes in and the payload is missing, and it had to include some withdrawals, I think Prism would just fail to produce any blocks. I can fix this quickly as soon as we get other clients to start testing. All right. Anyone else? I see that Stefan is here. Perhaps you can give an update on Teku.
Yeah, so for Teku, yeah, we've been a bit busy with the release and DevNet 5 prep, so haven't done that much progress. I did a little bit of progress, basically rebased on top of our DevNet 5. Yeah, I plan to work a little bit during the holidays. So yeah, hopefully after the New Year's, yeah, I have a better update, bigger.
Sounds nice. Anyone else? I see Caleb is here. He's working, or Kyra is here. I don't know if you guys were working on Nimbus.
So I was like on a vacation until now. I'm gonna start like from next week. Hopefully you'll have some progress like by the first week of January.
All right. So that might be it. So do you guys think, and presumably Stefan, who's closer to finishing this, do you guys think that we can have sort of like an interrupt by, say, like the 3rd or 4th week of January? Is that feasible?
Yeah, that sounds feasible. Yeah. Are we gonna have a meeting before that, or?
Yeah. So I mean, we are now by the end of December, so I think the next one is gonna be like supposed to be like the 1st week of January. So by then we might already have an idea whether or not we will have an interrupt by the end of January. So I think it's probably good to schedule the first meeting by Friday the 7th. Well, I don't know if it's the 7th, but that first Friday of January. I'll open the breakout 15 for that day so that we arrange if we're gonna have it. But let's try to target them by the end of January. So 2 meetings from now. Not a DevNet, but at least an interop. Like we can locally run with more than one client and local block production.
This is the obvious question, but we are gonna rebase this on top of the DevNet 5 spec, right? Because DevNet 5 has like a bunch of breaking stuff, so and that's okay. Yeah, we can do it, but
that's fine. But are we going to have like DevNet 5 on top of develop?
Yeah, DevNet 5. I think for Prism, it's almost on top of develop. We're missing one PR. So once that PR is merged,
so that's the one that I'm supposed to finish reviewing?
No. There is another one on top of that. But I think for interrupt, it actually doesn't really matter. But it would be nice to do that because there's no like a block structure, attestation structure changes in a way. Actually,
yeah. So I suspect that since all blocks are going to be empty anyways, and there's not going to be anything, so I suspect.
Well, right.
We might have partial withdrawals, which is a problem.
Right. The other difference is also single attestation. So DevNet 5, the attestation structure is different. They basically propose single attestation. So if you want to interrupt with other client, if you gossip attestation, other client will not understand your attestation unless it's DevNet 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We can. I mean, we probably should do that 5, but we'll probably just gonna be a little bit more work there on top of basically we need a rebase.
But Stefan said that Teco is already working on top of a definite 5, is it?
Yeah. I just rebased this week. This was one of the tasks I did. So we have a DevNet 5 ready client. So I already rebased the ePBS
perfect.
branch.
Yeah,
Okay,
they are
that's
definitely
good. So
ahead.
let's try to target then that. That's going to be the final electro anyways. What else? Do we need anything else? Nope. Are there any questions? All right, so let's continue working then. We can call it a day. And out of today, we get that we are targeting the end of January for interrupt.
Happy holidays. Thank you.
Just one question though. I don't know if people are. So we are starting. I don't actually remember what was our finalization. We did not start on ePBS. I think we cannot actually have Genesis on ePBS on Prism. So, and that's probably a hard problem to solve for us. So if we could have also the fork on the interrupt, that would be good. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to join. Is that right, Terence, right? I think that's...
Yeah, but we can...
I think we're doing Genesis in Capella, if I'm not wrong.
We can probably do Genesis in the NAB as well, or Elytra, but we need one more fork. We need one fork to get to ePBS at the minimum. But I suspect for every client, it's the same thing. So we don't really have a spec on what is the Genesis ePBS state. We don't really have the spec for that. So I think every client is the same.
Okay, good. So then we're in good shape. We can probably target like a Genesis in Electra or Genesis in the NAB, but yeah. So the finalizing single client interrupt we did was with starting. I think it was starting on the NAB.
Yeah, because
I think we forked twice.
Right. But I think that is the issue of the script basically, and then we can just follow what ePanda-up is doing. I think ePanda-up can start from Elytra or the NAB, then we're probably fine.
Okay. And Kev, your question, there are no changes on the L at all, because in this version we are like having payments on the Beacon chain. There are like much more complicated versions of ePBS where the EL can have changes, but I'm trying to avoid those.
Okay.
All right. Sense. Okay, guys, let's continue working. Let's call it a day. It was a 10-minute meeting, but it was good enough. We get at least some hope to have interrupt by the end of January. Have a happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a happy holidays. Bye.